120 acres of botanical gardens, including desert, tropical, rose, Japanese, and the largest Chinese garden outside of mainland China. The largest single collection of European portraits by any one entity. Nearly 60,000 books and manuscripts, including one of 6 original Gutenberg Bibles. Opened to the public in 1928, the estate and collection of railroad tycoon Henry E. Huntington and his wife Arabella in San Marino is a jewel among Southern California attractions. This working research institution is open to the public 6 days a week, and today we will be visiting the site with one of our Los Angeles technicians, Jonathon Avila. The Huntington Library has been an advanced office customer for over 6 years, with 14 multifunction copiers and nearly 80 printers.
This is Technicians in Vans making service calls.
Good morning.
Hey, Jonathan.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good. We are just about 5 minutes away from you, so I just want to make sure you're still ready for us.
Sounds good. Yeah, I'm here. Ready for you.
Awesome. All right. Well, we'll see you in a bit.
All right. Sounds good.
Thanks. Bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. How you doing? Read this. Ready for this?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. All right. We're ready if you are.
Yeah.
So I guess the first thing I would want to ask is, how long have you been a technician?
Field technician for about 5 years. Before coming to advanced, I was in-house technician.
Okay.
For 6.
What's the difference between in-field and versus in-house?
It was actually, it's almost similar because I did a lot of refurbing for Rico. So I did get to know the ins and outs of the machine. The only nice thing is you get to see the machine brand new, and you get to take the tapes off and stuff like that, right?
Right. Okay. And how did you first get to the industry? How did you start as an in-house technician? What was your?
Well, originally I went to school to be a mechanic.
Okay.
I got my certifications, my ASC certifications.
Okay.
Then I just kind of realized I wasn't really a fan of working on other people's cars for my own. So my dad was working at Rico at the time as a warehouse guy, and he told me, hey, they're hiring at the shop. I was working as a package delivery guy, and I was like, well, yeah, let me give it a try. So I went in, had an interview, and the interview kind of was, he asked me what did I know about, technology and stuff like that. I kind of, told him, I know my basic computer stuff. I can fix a car easily, right? Because I went to school for that stuff. And he's like, oh, you can fix a car. Like,
you can fix a car. You can fix a car.
He's like, you can fix a car. He's like, you're good. He's like, you'll pick this up, no problem. So I was like, okay. And they gave me the job. And within 2 years, I was already a senior technician.
Wow.
At Rico. Yeah, an in-house senior technician.
I'm gonna backtrack and ask you two car questions then.
Yeah.
First off is, do you have a car at home that you work on that's like your prize car that you work on, or?
Yeah, actually I have 2. Mine's and my wife's.
Okay, what kind of cars are they?
I have a 2018 Civic Type R.
Okay.
It's fully done, full bolt-ons, nitrous. It's a full track car. My wife has a 2015 BMW M3, and that's about like a 900 horsepower car.
Which one do you like better?
Hers.
What do you enjoy about being a technician? What
I enjoy is just actually fixing stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get to be the hero who walks.
Yeah,
and saves
pretty
the day.
much. So I walk into places sometimes and everybody starts clapping. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just nice knowing that you can fix something, especially when you run into those where you just can't figure out the issue.
Yeah.
And you keep trying, and then finally you get it, and you're like, oh yes. You walk out with your head up high, like, oh man, I can't believe I fixed that thing finally.
Is there anything that you think either you do differently or Advanced Office as a training does differently than other technicians might do that makes the experience for a customer a little better or easier?
Reading the SMC report.
Report.
That helps out tremendously. If you don't read it, you don't know if there's another issue going on with the machine. The customer can call in for a noise, but you might be getting jams in a tray, And then if you leave and don't read the SMC report, you're gonna most likely be back there within a day or so, trying to troubleshoot that now.
So it helps us limit the repeating
Yeah,
calls on stuff.
yeah, and it tells you all the error codes that are coming up. So if you have using error code, you definitely know that user is going out to it.
Gotcha. And do you have any good stories? Like, what's the most interesting experience you've had in the field?
I did. It was there was an account, and when I went out, they were saying they were having copy quality issues.
Yeah.
So I did go out and check the machine, and it was kind of funny because I'm looking at the drums, everything looks fine, and I keep seeing like a weird imprint on each page. It didn't matter what color I ran. Finally, I pulled the transfer valve out, and there was an imprint of a roach on the transfer valve.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you were getting the roach every time?
Yeah, so you were getting imprints of pieces of the roach every time. And I guess I'm assuming it died in there, and the roach kind of just left the imprint on the belt, since it is a lot thinner. And it was pretty funny.
How did that conversation go with that customer? Did you tell them what it was, or did you just keep that to yourself?
No, I did let them know, and they were like, "Well, how did it get in there?" Well, roaches, can kind of get into anywhere.
Yeah, they're kind of known for that.
Yeah. So that was an interesting one.
Oh, no.
It was a construction site, so obviously you can expect weird stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
So you're obviously we're going to San Marino today. What's kind of your territory that you typically cover?
I cover normally downtown LA. When I got hired on, I was covering downtown LA.
Okay.
I did, I do help out other territories.
How many calls would you say a day you get to?
On a slow day, about 4.
About 4?
Yeah, and that's like clearing out my list for the whole day.
Okay.
On a busy day, I can do like 6.
6 calls?
Yeah, 6, 7. Yeah.
That is a busy day.
Yeah, that's a busy day.
So the customer we're going today is Huntington Library. What can you tell me about them? What's your experience been like working with them?
My experience has been really good with them, actually. We do have a good amount of copiers here, and we have about 90 printers on site.
And it's pretty spread out. It's pretty large.
Yeah, it's a huge area. There's some areas where you actually need a cart to actually take you to the machines. Yeah.
Okay. With a fleet that size, how often would you say we're here?
Let's say printer-wise, probably like once every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks.
Yeah, the copiers, they run pretty good. So, copier issues.
And the printer fleet's fairly new. We just added them within the last year. So how's the dynamic change taking on the printers when we've been doing the copiers for several years already?
Because we did take on their printers, and nobody actually ever serviced them before.
Oh.
So now, we get little hiccups here and there where the machine actually needed a couple of things, or it passes its PM markers and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that always plays a factor in it.
Probably been nice for them not to have somebody come in and actually take care of.
Yeah, because before they were just trying to figure it out. If they couldn't figure it out, they'd swap it with another printer.
Got it.
We're going to be working on an MPC 4504 from Rico. This is actually a color model. Let's see if this indicates we have a color. The bypass, which most likely was a paper trace edit. Right here we have our plotter jam. Registration sensor. So that was due to the bypass jam. And it lets me know what tray they used as well.
What's it called? Piano.
My name is Robert Studer. I'm the Cloud Systems Administrator. I've been at the Huntington since 1999. My department has grown in the last few years. When I started, the Huntington had about 140 employees, and today we're a little over 550 employees. We're a nonprofit. We live off of a percentage of our endowment. I'm going to say right off the bat that the first thing that really attracted me to working with Advanced is that the self-auditing of replacement toner cartridges, because that's a big load off of us. The fact that you guys can even come out here and do it, and usually we get a technician in one day, is outstanding. But taking that away from us has freed up my department so we can move to some of those other aspects of it. A lot of what we do is behind the scenes stuff. That's the nature of IT. And I'm going to say that keeping printers running, keeping them full of toner and supplied is another part of IT that we are happy to have you guys take care of for us. So thank you for that.